everybody, it's Nick with Hop and Crow Creations. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Glad to have everybody. The other day I had shown a video that for a journal that I was working on. I had an identity card and I had a comment that they'd like to know how I'd done that, so I thought I'd do a tutorial today. This card, I made it smaller just to fit in the journal, so this one is 2 1/4 this way, 3 inches this way. Today, for the tutorial, I'm just going to use a full-size index card. It's just a pastel green 3x5 index card. I got this in a huge pack of a couple of hundred on clearance for like $1.50. And love the color. It's very vintagey, I feel like, anyway. And with the vintage photo, it really ages well. And then, of course, the back is always a good writing space. So we have that. For that identity card in the journal, I had used the photo as a digital from at Beauty and Books Co., one of their digital packs. Today I was looking through my stash and I had some the Holtz Idea-ology Halloween, and there's some photos in there, so this one just worked perfect for that, I thought, today. So we'll put that there. Then I have just some art glitter glue. I'll be using vintage photo distress ink. I'll do the VersaFine Clair Fallen Leaves. I have fallen in love with this color. It's beautiful. It's great for that aged vintage look. And then I'm also using Lumberjack Plaid and Broken China. I have to pull that one back out. It's what I did the blue in. I really need a different shade of blue, I think. That one it shows up, but it's not great. But let me move these inks out of the way. My desk is a little messy today. And I'm actually not sure what I did with my broken china. There it is. So we use the broken china for blue stamping. And then just for some splatters, I use my watercolor set. I got this from Amazon. It's like $9 and it is great. These colors are so vibrant. Very beautiful. I just use that for the splatters. And then the stamps, I used Tim Holtz Field Notes. And then, let's see, the passport set from Creative Expressions. It's by Tailor Made Journals. And then Creative Expressions samples, dates from the past. And then samples, signatures from the past one. That's the stamps that I used. Okay. And I did rounded corners. I like rounded corners. I'm going to use this Crop-A-Dile. I've had it well over a year now, I guess. I only buy these tools when they're on sale. And I had gotten this on a sale at Michael's, I believe. I don't use it a whole lot. Like the big corner chomper. So I thought I'd use it today because I just don't use it a whole lot. And then I'm just going to stress the edges with the vintage photo, so it has that worn look. Hope everybody's been doing well. It's been cold here. We've had a couple of days of snow. It's starting to thaw out now. Today was very cold in the morning. It was like, I think, 12 degrees. We made it up to almost 40. So hopefully tomorrow's going to be better. I just like distressing both sides because I like to have the aged look all the way around. Then another thing that I did just to give it another vintage feel, I just took some of that Versifying Clair's Fallen Leaves and just read it straight along the edge of the card itself. I think it works well with that vintage photo. I will try not to mess this up, but you know how that goes sometimes. You just do. Then I just have to decide, do I want to leave that with those sharp edges or do I want them rounded? I rounded these, but I think on this bigger card I like it just how it is. So I'm going to de-stress this as well. I don't have to worry about trimming this one because the card I'm using is bigger, so there's plenty of space for it. Just using that vintage photo. Just so it looks nice and aged. I like things really, really grungy. I know a lot of people prefer not to really grungy things up, but no, not me. I love it. Grungier the better. Well, if I can hold the glue on. Just want to leave a little edge, room between the edges there. And of course, I always have glue that leaks out and I get it all over my fingers and everything else. Okay. I'll pull this out for inspiration here. So in the Passport by TaylorMade Journal, we'll use the identity card one. We'll also be using the date of entry. And since it's a bigger card, I'll actually probably use the bigger identity card one. And stamping things straight is always a challenge for me. I don't know about you guys, but definitely a challenge for me. Try not to get my head in the way. I just want to kind of pretty much make it centered. There we go. I'm also going to use this number stamp here. Some of my smaller stamps and stamp blocks I keep in one of these little things from Temu because it's just easier to keep up with them. Just trying to put this thing on straight. Again, not my strong suit. And since this is a bigger card, I have a little bit more room than what I had previously. And of course I smudged that one a little bit. I don't ever have perfect stamping. But it's supposed to look distressed anyway, right? And so then I need a place for a signature. Of course, we'll come back to this set. So let me put that there. Next, I'm going to pull out the signatures from the past. And Signatures from the Past has this long line for a signature, but I don't need that signature. This one right here. I just need this line. And I'll probably do all of it. Now, for whatever reason, this stamp wants to go crooked every time. And then I'm just going to ink the dots. I'm not going to worry about inking that signature. So I'm just going to getting it on everything but the dots. Wipe that off. Then kind of figure out where I want my signature to be. That gives me that line there. I also use this here because I like this stamp. This is identification card stub that looks kind of like it may be perforated, so they could, you know, tear it off. I thought that looked really nice. So I'm going to do that again. Yeah, probably take all the way to both ends there. So just going to ink this thing again. And that will probably be enough room right there. And me actually getting this on there straight with that one, it's going to be a miracle. We shall try. Sorry if my head gets in the way here. Well, it's a little off, but that's okay too. So next, I want signature. I've got to find which one we used on that here. That's from the passport. I actually think I had a bigger one somewhere that I used. Let me look. I guess I was mistaken. Don't you hate that when you think you have it and you don't? This is obviously, I don't know, the one. I had thought in my head that I had a bigger one. I don't know. All right. I'll just put that right under there. There we go. go ahead and take the date of entry from the passport one too, because I put it here just so I could stamp a date on there, because I like numbers. These stamp sets were a little gift to myself last year. I love them. I feel like I don't use them enough though. Life gets kind of busy. Work, family. I don't get to craft as much as I want sometimes. All right, so let's see. We need our identification card stub. That one is from the field notes. Being a bigger card, we could put more numbers on there. I just used a shorter set for the smaller card. We could definitely amp that one up. And I need my number again. I love making identity cards. I don't know why. I just think they're really cool. Man, I am really messing up that stamp. It's okay though. No biggie. It's not about perfection. It's about enjoying it. Alright, so that's our basic outline. Now we get to add in some of the fun stuff. Numbers. This one is from Field Notes. I had just used this first part on this card. But that whole thing will work on here. So we're going to use the whole thing. And for this one, Lumberjack Plaid. I didn't know if I would like this color. And some of the reds I've seen I'm not fond of. So I had gotten the mini set on sale last year. And fell in love with this color. It's great. To me, it's a vintagey red. Again, trying to keep my head out of the way. Of course, that one's a little sideways. Are we surprised? No. No, we're not. That's a little bit better. I just love those numbers. Okay. And then for the date of entry, I used a really big number. I don't know if I want to use a different one this go around. I had used February there, but today I think I'm going to use one for April. My cousin, very close with my cousin, we actually called each other sister. Her name was April, and she passed away February 3rd last year, and today is actually her 51st birthday. So we're going to use April. And I like doing that number in red too. I've not used this one before, so let me grab this strip of coffee paper here. Sometimes fine if I haven't used a stamp before. Just stamp it on something once and it seems to stamp better. I don't know why. Somebody with more knowledge about that stuff than me could probably tell you, but I just know it works. Or using an eraser sometimes over it first. Seems like the ink likes it a little bit better. Trying to make it look like we're writing on the line. And of course it will go over some things, and that's fine. Close. I like it. I know there are a lot of great tutorials out there on Instagram and YouTube for identity cards. I appreciate you watching mine. Hope you are enjoying it. Alright, so we have lots of room here to do maybe a little bit more stamping if I wanted to than what I had done there. Let's find our person. How about we use Isabella from Passports? She looks like an Isabella, doesn't she? And I did that one in black. I don't know, maybe I will this one. Just gonna practice stamp here. Yeah, I like that. So put her signature on here. Again, I'm going to try and make it look like it's written on the line, but not perfect. I like that. Of course, I'll save these to use too. This is coffee dyed paper. I cut off the end of it. Try to use that all the time. Now let's see. I've got to find my agent card there. Or stamp. And I don't remember which set it was on, so I got to look. I'm sure some of you know exactly which one I'm looking for. And for some reason, I don't see it. Probably looking too hard for it. I do that and have a tendency to look right over it. It's terrible when you can't remember that, isn't it? Which one you used. Okay, well, when my brain is thinking, we'll go ahead and use our, this is the immigration arrival stamp out of Passports. We'll go ahead and use it. Make sure I have it turned right. This one I just kind of stamped over the picture as well. Didn't have a whole lot of room, like I said, with that. I need like regular ink, not just like a distress ink in blue. I just haven't got around to getting one yet. So let's see. Okay, that works. I like that. Let's see, maybe we'll use a different thing than that agent number there because I cannot see it. We do have this one, which is one of my favorites from the field notes. So we definitely can use that one. There's room for it because it's a bigger card. Now I'm racking my brain. It's going to drive me nuts just looking right over top of it, I'm sure. Do you guys do that? Interesting. I really don't know. But that's okay. Because it doesn't matter. We'll use this one. It's great. It's just the perfect size. Again, I like doing it in red. It's just different. And I can do a different shade of red. Just so it's kind of different from all that. I have the VersaFine Crimson. Let's just see which one we like better, shall we? Right, and this is the Lumberjack Plaid. I like them both that way, but I'll tell you what, let's take an extra card here we've been playing around with and see how it looks on the green. That'll be our tell. Lumberjack Plaid. This is the VersaFine. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the Lumberjack Plaid. I think the VersaFine is just too dark for my liking on that one. Anyway, let's cut those out and use those somewhere else. Also, sometimes don't like everything to be like one straight line. I like to mix it up, so let's see. Little diagonal right there. Like he was just in a hurry trying to get it done. And then back to Passport. It's the one I use the most, as you can tell. I have a bigger one that says approved, but I think this one is the one I used on the little card, and it's just perfect. It's just perfect. And we can actually just do it that way. Up and throw it around. So there's that one. And there's that one in comparison. I like it. Lots of room to ride on the back. One other thing, those splatters, just gonna get my brush kind of in that brown. That brown is beautiful. Just tapping it around. Again, I like grungy, so I splatter quite a lot. Anyway, there we go. Of course, the water is smearing that tea on there. That's fine too. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe. Helps the channel grow, and I absolutely appreciate every one of you guys stopping by. Thanks.